In this lesson, we're going to learn about the taskbar. When you open up your computer to your desktop, the taskbar, in this case, is located at the top of the screen. Windows' default location for the taskbar is that it's always located at the bottom of the screen. In my opinion, that's the wrong place for it to be because it is much easier on your eyes if you have a direct line of sight to the taskbar, which would be at the top of the screen for most people. So I always have the taskbar at the top of the screen because it's easier on the eyes. The taskbar can be moved, and if we do a left mouse click and then click on Properties and pull this window over to the center of the screen, we're going to see that several tabs pull up. There's 4 of them. The first one is Lock the taskbar. If we put a check mark in that box and then click Apply, we will not be able to move the taskbar to any other position. It will be locked in place. If you leave it unlocked, as it is now, if you go to the left side of the taskbar and you hold down your left mouse button, you can drag the taskbar to any of the positions on the screen: top, bottom, right side, left side. Again, if you go to the left side of the taskbar, hold down your left mouse button, you can drag it to the bottom. And then again, if you're on the left side, you can drag it back to the top. And now that I've moved the taskbar around, a couple things got messed up. I'll put that icon back where it belongs. And since I moved the taskbar around, it's now changed the position of the desktop icons in relation to the taskbar. They're a little bit lower. Okay? But for the purposes of this training, it's just to show you that the taskbar can be moved. You can put it wherever it's most comfortable for you, whether it's strictly aesthetics, meaning that you like the way it looks wherever it is, or you're doing it to help with the eye strain of being on your computer a lot. Okay. The next item is keep the taskbar on top of the, the next item is auto hide the taskbar. If we put a check mark in that box and then we click on Apply to make it take effect, as you'll see, the taskbar has now disappeared. It's not up there anymore. But as we move our mouse pointer to where it was, all of a sudden it comes back. And when we move the mouse pointer away, it disappears. So that is the function of auto hide the taskbar. I don't want my taskbar to be hidden, so I leave mine unchecked. I have to click Apply, and now the taskbar will stay there and it won't be hidden. The next item is keep the taskbar on top of other windows, which is enabled on my computer because I want the taskbar to always be visible. The reason for that is that these programs are currently running and I use them quite often during the day, so I have them over there so they're easy to get hold of when I need them. So I always want the taskbar to be on top of all the other windows. The next item is group similar taskbar buttons. I want that option. It puts all of these programs that are running with their icons close together in the notification area, this is called. So that I want that. Quick launch is another function which brings up other programs to put on your taskbar. I have no interest in that. If you want that, you can go ahead and click on it and see if you like it. The next item is show window previews. I leave that checked. What that means is if you go and click on an icon, a small window with a picture of the program will be shown, or the file, whichever it is. So that's the taskbar tab. Now we go to Start Menu. The Start Menu, this is the regular Start Menu for Windows Vista Home Premium that I have. And if I go over here and click on the Start button, this is called the Start Menu. Okay? And when I move my mouse pointer away, it closes out. If you want to go back to the classic Start Menu, you would put a tick in that box and you would click Apply. And you see that when I did that, it adds these icons, which are shortcuts. And if we go over here and hit the Start button again, we're going to see that the classic Start menu looks much different than the current Start menu. I don't like the classic Start menu, so I would close that out, put a tick in this box, click Apply, and now I have the current Start menu back where it was. Down here you'll see under Privacy, Store, and Display a list of recently opened files and recently opened programs. The reason those are enabled in my case is I want to be able to go to the Start button, open the Start menu, and if I look over here under Recent Items, I'm going to find my most recent programs or files in this section. Now you say, why would you want that? It's a lot easier to get your most recent files and programs from that list than it is to have to go in to the regular Start menu, click on All Programs, and then scroll down and find the one you're looking for. It's a lot easier to go over to Recent Items. Okay? And the same thing applies to both of them, Open Files or Open Programs. The next tab is called the notification area. It refers first of all to the icons, and it says, do you want to hide inactive icons? In other words, if there's icons for programs that aren't currently being used, it would hide them. But I want to always have my icons showing for all programs, because I don't want an unwanted program like I'm surfing the internet or using the internet and all of a sudden there's an icon shows up in my taskbar that I haven't seen before. I want to know that somehow it got there so I can get rid of it. It's not a good thing if icons start showing up that you didn't ask for. So that's a good reason to make sure that you leave all icons showing. This gives you the option on system icons which ones to show all the time. Clock, volume, and network are the three that I want showing all the time. And the reason why is because I want to be able to know what time it is. If I click on that, it also gives me a calendar that I can go forward or backward on. It tells me the current date and time. Volume control. This is the icon for the volume control. So I left click on it. It opens up. This is how I can change the volume. And if I click on mixer, it's going to give you the mixer option. Okay. The next item is network. The two computer monitors that are blinking with a blue screen show that I'm connected to a network, and this icon of the Earth that's blue means I'm connected to the internet. If I put my mouse pointer on that, you're going to see that I'm currently connected to Bill's Network 2012 and that I have access to all local and internet items. Okay, so it's very important to have that up there so you know, first of all, that you're connected to your home network or your business network, and also that your machine is connected to the internet. Okay. The next tab is toolbars. This gives you options to add these items to the toolbar, which becomes part of the taskbar. So to explain this to you, let's say that I want all of the desktop icons to show on the taskbar. So what I would do is click on desktop, click on apply, and you're going to see right here that all of a sudden I have the word desktop with two arrows, and that means there's something there. You click on the two arrows, and this is a duplication of every icon that's on my desktop. And it also allows you to access anything that you want through these icons here. So it's just like the desktop. To me, that's redundant, obviously. If you have your desktop icons here, why would you want to put them on toolbar or on the taskbar? So we're going to uncheck that, click apply, and now the desktop toolbar is no longer on the taskbar. Okay. So that's what that's for. Gonna click OK. There you go. Now you should have an understanding of what the taskbar is there for and what you can do with it. You need to set it up the way that you need it set up to help you make your computer efficient for both your business and home use. And that will end our tutorial on the taskbar.